in the back corner when I'm not presenting.
Listening in.
And listening.
Hey, everybody. Welcome to Bass University Live here on Tuesday night.
Take a quick break. Watch John Cruz's on the Tokyo rig.
Be a part of the show. Get some chances to win some awesome prizes.
It's Bass You Go. You know, we didn't have that back then.
So much energy. I mean, like I'm dialed.
Good evening, everybody. Welcome to Bass University Live. I am coming to you live from the banks of Lake Champlain, where I've spent the last week at the Toyota Series, the MLF event, and didn't disappoint. The lake is on fire, and another body of water is on fire, which is Waddington, New York, Thousand Islands region, and we have the winner tonight. Just an amazing win, 90 pounds over 4 days. Japanese angler Taku Ito is going to be with us tonight and talking to us about his amazing win. 2.5 hour boat ride, crazy rough water, talking to the smallmouth, Taku Disneyland. I don't know what we're going to be talking about tonight, but I can't wait to have him on and talk about this kind of stuff. So get your questions together, get ready to talk to Taku, and we're going to have a lot of fun tonight. And questions are open, guys. IM board is lit. If you have any questions for Taku, make sure you get them in. We're going to hook you up with some cool prizes. And if you want to talk about Lake Champlain, we've got we're fresh off the water, so there's a lot going on there too. So we look forward to it. And guys, if you're watching over on Facebook, make sure you like us and share us over on Facebook. We've got some prizes there for you. Riz, are you ready to talk about all the great stuff that we've got going on tonight?
We're ready to talk.
Oh, yeah. As always, we got some stuff going out the door for our Bass University TV subscribers. We got a TH Marine grand prize tonight that's going to go out at the end of the show. And then we also got a Facebook like and share that is, it's Flambeau, and it's got some Rapala and some missile tackle in there as well. I'll bring it over and get it on camera here in just a few minutes. And guys, if you're not signed up yet for Bass U TV, now's a great time to join the program and actually be a part of tonight's show. We're going to be taking questions off the message board from our Bass U TV subscribers. Right now, we have the Frog Days of Summer promotion going on, and that gets you 2 River to Sea frogs and a Bass University official camouflage hat and a full year to Bass University TV. That's over 900 videos that you get unlimited access to as a Bass U TV subscriber, in addition to all the member benefits and all the other cool things you get from being a Bass U TV subscriber. So, guys, if you want to be a part of tonight's show, head over there, get signed up. Can't wait to talk to you on the message board.
Yes.
Outstanding. Empire covers. Guys, if you have something that is outdoors, we're getting storms coming through tonight. And get your boats covered, get your jet skis covered, your campers covered. They make the best covers. Riz, what's the code for Empire covers? Can you give me the code for Empire covers over at Bass U TV?
Yep,
Riz?
that's Bass U 21.
Bass U 21.
Yep.
Use that code. You're going to get 15% off.
And
guys, so
shipping.
get your stuff covered. I want to give a shout out to Humminbird. Humminbird is a partner with Bass University.
I saw he had a corner of my eye. I saw he had the light blue shirt. I'm like, slightly different.
durable woven fabric prevents ripping and provides UV protection, and our tape seams provide protection against the elements. The heavy-duty shock cord hem and strap and buckle system provide a tight and secure fit. Our top-of-the-line boat covers come with a ventilation system to keep your boat free from mold buildup. Empire Covers, protecting what you love.
Aquaview, the leader in underwater viewing technology. Find what you are looking for. Catch more.
And we're back.
Welcome back to Bass University Live. I guess we were froze up there a little bit, BTC.
Yes, we were frozen in time. We were cryogenically frozen like Walt Disney's. Talking about Disneyland. We was a bunch of Walt Disneys there for several minutes, and looks like we've miraculously thawed out. So let's see how this lasts.
Awesome.
It's fantastic.
Well, good to have you back. And guys, you're tuned in. If you're just tuned in, we've got Taku Ito with us tonight, the winner of the Waddington Bassmaster Elite Tournament. We're going to be talking about smallmouth fishing and anything else. Oh my gosh, what a story, BTC. What an unbelievable story this guy has.
Yes.
About, packing it up, coming over here, living his dream. And here he is. Oh my gosh, at the pinnacle with a giant win. It's so amazing.
And so here amazing. He is.
Oh. I'm sorry. Babe.
Smooth like butter. It is production value.
Smooth like butter.
And without further ado, Pete.
Man, I'm going to roll right into the introduction. I see him here. We've had all kinds of Wi-Fi issues on our end. It looks like you wound up at a great place, and congratulations and welcome the champ, Taku Ito. Welcome to the show, buddy.
Hey, hello. I'm Taku. Thank you very much. I'm sorry I'm late. There's a storm coming, and the house Wi-Fi is broken. And I moved in the house, and then all fixed.
Awesome. Well, I am super excited that you were able to take some time and come with us. I spoke to you at the Bassmaster Classic, and we were talking about all different types of smallmouth tricks, and I just couldn't believe it. Here you go. And next thing I know, you're holding up the blue trophy. How does it feel?
So very, very awesome feeling. And a very awesome week, because Bassmaster Elite is my dream. 7 years old, 8 years old. So I always watching the Bassmaster, and I won the Bassmaster Elite Central River. It's so awesome. I love it. So looks like a dream. I cannot believe now.
It was awesome to see, and congratulations again. From 7 or 8 years old, you started watching the Bassmasters. Did you have bass fishing close to you? Who taught you how to bass fish?
Who taught? Oh, what do you mean? One more, please.
How did you learn to fish?
Oh, okay, I got it. So I learned fishing the video game.
Come on.
Yeah, 7 years old. So my father buy a Super Black Bass 2 video game, and I every day I went to school and I go back house and I play the game, bass game. So 7 years old, but I know the largemouth bass, smallmouth bass, crappie, pike, so many kind of U.S. fish. in Japan, there's no crappie, no pike, but 7 years old Taku, I know crappie, perch, pike, many kind of fish. So, and Japan is a very, very rare largemouth bass. So I I learned fishing the carp, 7 years old, 8 years old. Always I fish in the carp fishing. So I learned to fishing.
You fish in a in a cup? Is that a tournament?
No, no, just a fun fishing.
So
But
so Taku, when you were fishing for carp, what did that translate at all into the smallmouth fishing, like the finesse tactics, or was that just the first thing to pull back on the string?
yeah. So, but I learn carp. I fishing every day. So 7 years old, 8 years old, carp fishing. But 10 years old, my first bass, first largemouth bass I caught, and in Japan is every so many people fishing shore fishing, no boat fishing. So shore fishing is a very very tough finesse. So I learn shore fishing, the finesse, right line, so action, the many kind of techniques I learn, and so smallmouth very very so similar to shore fishing. So I learned how to catch so shore bass fishing, and I can get a smallmouth very easy.
So the finesse
You
fishing tactics that you brought in, they came from your carp fishing experience and ultimately fishing from the bank. And was there a lot of people fishing from the bank? Did the fish that you grew up learning, did they have a lot of pressure, and how does that help you now fishing for pressured fish and light line finesse tactics?
Yeah, absolutely. Yes. So bank fishing, the many, so too much people in Japan bank fishing, so tough, so high pressure. So and very very difficult to catch bass, but sometimes so similar to smallmouth. Smallmouth sometimes very tough, very nervous, no wind, no current, very very difficult. But so I learned Japanese traditional fishing, the shore fishing, so I can get easy to 5 pounder. That's Central West River.
Well, you came over here. You came over here when? How old were you when you came over to the United States to
Oh,
pursue your dream?
yeah. So I came to US 3 years ago. So 3 years ago, 2019, my first tournament is the Bassmaster Central Open. Yeah, so I fish in the 4 lakes, Toledo Bend, Smith Lake, and Mississippi River Lacrosse, and the Grand Lake, Oklahoma. So I qualify in elite. So, and 2020 is the first year, the Bassmaster Elite. And this year, the 2021, the second season, the Bassmaster Elite.
Well, it's amazing that you were able to qualify for the elites, and those aren't finesse fishing waters. Those are like dingy waters, but yet you figured out how to be successful finesse fishing. That's amazing. How were you able to finesse fish on bodies of water that are known for power fishing?
Yeah, so because my favorite fishing the finesse fishing, because so I'm no power. I'm no power, no muscle. So I cannot punching, I cannot big bait. So because so I'm so punching is a very very tough. So hard. So my arm is hard quickly. So I'm no punching. So I always finesse fishing. So but sometimes so all lakes I try the finesse fishing. sometimes so fix na finesse fishing like a St. Lawrence River and so Texas Sabine River is a very very good for me. So sometimes Lake Fork is good too. So I get sometimes I get easy to catch a big fish.
Well, it's you used finesse fishing well. Here you go, St. Lawrence. Every time you go to a smallmouth fishery, Taku, every single time you're in the top in the tournament, and you've never fished for smallmouth over in Japan, but you have figured out you love smallmouth fishing. How did you so quickly become good at smallmouth fishing?
So very very so so in Japan, the almost all nothing smallmouth. Smallmouth is a highland lake. So in Japan, highland lake. But I live in near Tokyo. So I fishing largemouth all year. So I have no experience. I cannot. I have never entered in a smallmouth tournament in Japan. So my first time smallmouth tournament is the US. So because every time I fish in a largemouth in Japan, but smallmouth is a very very similar in Japanese shore bass fishing. So I fix smallmouth very very easy, and so it's funny. So this year I can speak smallmouth. So smallmouth speak the Japanese language. So I can speak the Japanese language. So I can know so smallmouth what what wanna eat. What do you want to eat? I can say. So very very easy to catch. So very easy. So smallmouth. So Taku coming here, smallmouth coming here.
That's easy for you. Smallmouth are not easy. They're very tricky. They can be super tricky, but you figured out some amazing things. One of the things, and I want to ask you about it is, and I saw you talk about it, is the scent, the solution. You have a scent that you use to soak your baits in. Tell me about that. What is that?
This liquid into the liquid, my bait. So always 1 month, 2 months, 3 months into the Japanese liquid. So Japanese liquid into the Japanese scent, Japanese flavor. So smallmouth love Japanese scent. So this liquid is a Norris bite bass liquid. Bite bass liquid. It's a very very love smallmouth. So many people like US people like steak. Many US people like steak. I like steak too.
I love steak.
Yeah. So, but sometimes many people want to eat a sushi, Japanese food. Sometimes want to eat. Me too. So smallmouth too. Every time US food, smallmouth eat a US bait, but smallmouth sometimes want to eat a Japanese bait, I think. So very, very tough, no wind, no current, but my bait used easy to bite. I don't know why, but so easy. So I throw the bait and 5 pounder, 10 5-pounder coming over the bait and I eat. I don't know why, but day 4, only in the 2 hour half, 30 minutes, I fishing all 5-pounder, 26. So it's very, very good. Sometimes very good Japanese sand, Japanese material. So very, very messy. I don't like touch, but smallmouth love this one. So I easy to limit and I easy to catch 5 pounder, 6 pounder. That's so good. So I into the liquid the many kind of bait. This bait and this bait and this bait. Many kind of bait into the liquid and 1 month, 2 months, 3 months stay. So so bait 1 month, 2 months, 3 months stay into the liquid. So scent is into the bait.
Whoa.
And I I catch easy. So big smallmouth.
Yeah, yeah, that's amazing scent. Hey, is there a place that we can get that scent? Can that if somebody wants to get that, where can they get that? I would like some for I'm fishing Lake Oneida Bassmaster next week, and I would like some. Can you please stop by and let me have some?
So yes, yes. So I want to get more. So for this liquid, I want to get more, but so difficult to get in Japan too. So Norris Bike Bass liquid is a very, very so famous. So I very hard to get me too. So very, very hard, but easy to buy. I I want more liquid. I want more liquid, but now this side half.
Low,
But I need
get
more.
low.
Yeah, I need more, but I don't have it. I need.
What's it taste like?
What
Uh,
yeah,
maybe.
what's in there? What's in it?
So I have to never try it, but maybe like a sushi, like a soba, maybe like a sushi scent. I think.
Like eel roll.
Do you have any idea what's in there? Is it fish? Is it fish oil, or is there secret ingredients that we're not allowed to know? What's in there?
So bite bass liquid is shrimp, Japanese secret shrimp flavor.
Aha.
Yeah, Japanese secret shrimp flavor. So
Like the Roman
easy
noodles.
to catch
A
smallmouth.
little shrimp packet.
So last year I tried this one. So 3 times top 10. Easy to catch smallmouth. So I will get more. So I get many. So this liquid and into the bait. So I will try this year. So first place I got.
Taku, can you
So,
hold up some of those
that's-
baits again that you have in there?
Mm-hmm.
The baits you have inside.
Show them to us. It looks like he's using a shrimp was one of them, as well as like a Neko worm. That's the shrimp.
Yeah. Just a shrimp scent.
Oh.
There's the Neko worm.
Yeah, Neko worm is a Norris lottery. So hook set, nail weight set into the liquid.
Yep.
Yeah,
Put
and
everything in. Hook,
everything.
weight.
Into, yeah, weight too. I always so set in a hook, set in a tube, and weight all set into the liquid.
Okay.
And so my secret. So if I found a 5 pounder scoop, so bait take off and brand new into the liquid bait change and the cast. So new is a very, very scent and many so liquid, so easy to catch. If I catch a 5 pounder, so into the liquid, bait into the liquid and the new one, I change the bait, new one. Always new one is very important because smallmouth, so nose is very good. So and feeding, so taste always. So feeding taste is very, very important. I think I always new bait, thrown school, 5-pounder school.
Wow.
Yeah, well, whenever I find a 5-pound school, I throw a new bait on them too, or I'd like to think I would
Yeah.
if I ever found a school of 5-pounders. A school of 5-pounders is not easy. I mean, that's amazing.
Yeah, yeah. So
Tell me about the place. Tell me about was it a point? Was it a break? Was it
Yeah.
a grass bed? Where are these fish located?
So I fish in Lake Ontario and Shimo Bay, Henderson Bay, between the point I fishing. And
Okay.
so last day, the north wind, strong north wind. Shimo Bay, Lake Ontario. Henderson Bay, Lake Ontario. So maybe Shimo Bay and Henderson Bay female 5-pounder outside, and my point, all fish coming. So
Wow.
I down the trolling motor, so I can see the 105-pounder school on under the water. So easy to catch, 5-pounder, 6-pounder. So I don't need time, so I can easy to catch 5-pounder. So sometimes nervous, so because I catch. So but it's easy to I use this bait, so I can get easy. So I caught the old 5-pounder.
You said they were female bass?
Maybe female. So because the Shimo Bay, Henderson Bay is a spawning area, spawning spot. Maybe so. North wind, all fish post spawn female coming here. My point. Yeah.
Understood. So these were post spawn females coming out of the bays.
Mm-hmm.
And you were they feeding on gobies or perch or what? Do you know what they were feeding on?
So day 1, day 2, day 3 is maybe goby. So because the bottom is here, so fish stay near the bottom and the 5-pounder, 2, 3 school. But day 4 is I don't know because so 22 feet bottom, fish suspending 13 feet 105-pounder. So many fish stay in the 13 feet. I don't know, but I throw the bait. So 20, 30 school fish coming. So eat the bottom. Eat to bottom.
Good.
Yeah.
What does that look like? All those 5-pounders on your sonar? Does it look like a false bottom? Does it look like what do 5-pounders look like on your sonar unit? A school of 100 5-pounders. What does that look like on your graph, on your depth finder? What does that look like?
So what kind of graph or?
Yeah. What I was curious is when you're looking at that on the graph, is it arches? Is it arches or is it?
No. So
what is
I use a 360 mega. So I use a 360 mega, the 360 the fish school, and I use a Garmin. So looks like a drum fish, very fat, and the tail is big. So, but first time I think in a drum, but no, old bass.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. How deep did you say? You said you were in 25 feet. Is that what you said?
Yeah. Day four is at 22, 25 feet. So a little bit deep, but day 1, day 2, shallow, day 3, a little bit deep, day 4 is deep. So every day change school. I don't know why.
Taku, you had 2.5 hours to relocate. You're telling me you relocated these fish every day, like they were deep, shallow, and you had. How were you able to find them so fast?
Because I can speak, so I can speak Thomas. It's very easy to speak. Where you stay, Thomas? So I stay now 30 feet. So Thomas say, okay, I will go to 30 feet. Yeah. So very easy.
Can you teach me how to speak to the smallmouth?
Oh, so yes, you can, but you have to learn to Japanese language. But very, very difficult. So, but just kidding. So sometimes I cannot find, but so sometimes scent help because so I fishing. So sometimes so I can see the live scope and the fish coming here. Oh, this so 13 feet the fish here. So sometimes I cannot see the graph, but bait falling, fish coming here, I can see that. So sometimes so helps the bait. Bait so so Ontario is a little bit clear water. So bait is here, but fish coming here. So many fish coming here. So I can see that. So live scope. So sometimes help to send is a fish coming. Oh, I found. So very easy to find.
Yeah. Well, I guess when they're coming to your bait, that's amazing.
Yeah.
And no, you landing 5-pounders, catching them, getting them to the boat, and how is that easy? It can't be easy. I mean, the smallmouth go crazy. How is it difficult for you to learn how to land those big giant smallmouth?
So a giant smallmouth catching.
Yeah. How you land them? How do you get them in your hand?
Yeah. So I'm not around. So because same things in Japanese shore fishing, same things. Maybe Taku only using a Japanese sand, so easy to catch. So sometimes smallmouth. So I tried many baits. Sometimes so I found 5-pounder, the big smallmouth, but I cannot get. So no eat, no bite. So very, very difficult. But so scent is a help me. So I understand last year scent is a very, very very, very important. So and this scent, is bite bass liquid is a very, very matching the smallmouth. I understand. So I use this year too. So very good. Fish love it. And Taku, maybe Taku only use this one as a good too. Taku only use. Maybe many people use, so little bit difficult. But now, as a Taku only have this liquid, easy to catch, I think.
Yeah, well, I think everybody's going to want to get some of that, Taku.
Yeah.
Everybody's going to want what you're using.
Yeah.
Well, I know we have got a lot of people watching at Bass University, and they have questions, and I'm sure they have some questions about how you caught them and what's going on. So I want to send it over to Riz. Riz, who do we have on the IM board for Taku?
Yeah, absolutely, Pete. Our subscribers are very interested in everything that Taku's talking about right now. And the first question we're going to go with is from Smalley Wonderland, and Smalley Wonderland wants to know, Taku, can you please talk about your rod and your reel setup for fishing for these big smallmouth and landing these big smallmouth? How was your drag set, and what was your rod and reel setup?
Okay, so always I use this rod I use. So always I use a Norris Road Runner. So 6 feet 8 inches, medium right, medium, and I use very important things. Reed is a very important. I use a Shimano Stella. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Stella is very expensive, so $600-700 reed, but very smooth, smooth and dry. And sometimes I use a 6-pound fluorocarbon test line, but no line break. So because the Stella is a very smooth, so easy, so no break in the line. We can get easy to big 5-pounder, the no break. And the line is I use always Sega series. So this year I use a Sega Smackdown Flash Green Blade, 10 pounds. And the leader is a Sega Gold Level 8-pound test. And I use a Norris Rattery 4.5 and the 316 weight Neko rig. So hook important too. So Ryugi is a brand new Japanese hook brand. So Ryugi Talisman. So Neko hook. Ryugi Talisman Neko hook 1.0 I use. So this hook is a very awesome, easy to penetration 5-pounder smallmouth. So I love this hook. So and no bend, strong and easy to penetration. So I use this one. So if many zebra mussels easy to snag, so I use heavy guard model. So this one, heavy guard talisman, stainless wires here, so wires here, and no, so very snagless hook and easy to penetration. The heavy guard talisman I use. So this, so spinning rod is a not long rod, 6.8 or 6.10, because so sometimes so no shake, a little bit shake, stop, 10 seconds. So many technique I use. So I use a short rod, 6.5, 6.8, 6.10. So no long length. Because fish, so smallmouth always watching the bait, eat or no eat. So smallmouth thinking always, bait or lure or so no good bait, so watching. So sometimes I stay in the bottom bait, 10 seconds, 15 seconds, and little bit shake, stop, 10 seconds. So smallmouth eat. So sometimes very important is a stop, no action. Sabine River too, many pressure, too much pressure, the no shake is good. No shake is a very good to high pressure rake. I usually many people in a shake, drop shot, shake, but I'm no shake. Stay 10 seconds, 15 seconds, stay, a little bit shake, stop. Little bit shake, stop. So take a time is a very important, the big smallmouth.
Wow. 10 to 15 second pause. That's a long pause. And let me ask you this. Did you get more on the Neko or the drop shot? Which is better, the Neko or the drop shot?
Both. If fish start bending, so I use a drop shot. Yeah, this one.
Suspended.
Yeah, fish suspending. So almost all drop shot I use, but sometimes so stay in the bottom. So I use a Neko, but so very difficult because smallmouth sometimes love Neko, sometimes loves drop shot, and sometimes loves needle rig. Very difficult. So I try many bait. I always so same hook, same weight, but 5, 6 bait. So many tackle on the decks, both decks, and the same hook, same weight, but no different bait. I try many bait every day because smallmouth is sometimes no bite this bait. So smallmouth don't like this bait, but smallmouth love this bait. So many different bait I use. So sometimes this small creature bait love, sometimes white swim shrimp love, sometimes green pumpkin swim shrimp love. So I use many kind of bait and many kind of color I use.
Well, that's smallmouth, no doubt. And you know, Riz, I know we got some more questions. What's some that's some great stuff. 10 to 15 second pause, BTC. Can you do anything for 10 to 15 seconds?
I mean, you know, I could. The way my shoulders feel, yeah, welcome rest. I'm good with it. I could use a seat.
Man, that's crazy.
The bimini top, you know. Nap.
Yeah, we could do that for 10 to 15.
Heck yeah.
But Riz, let me send it back to you. Who else is on the IM board?
Yeah, so Ron Dickinson wants to know, Taku, what is the largest bass fishing organization in Japan? Like similar to Bassmasters here, what is there in Japan for bass fishing?
Similar to smallmouth, I think. So too much pressure, the fish sometimes here many, but no bite. In Japan, too much pressure always. Too much pressure. It's a very very difficult. But fish lake, Japanese fish lake is very small, very very small. So, but I can find a fish very easy, but very difficult to find a best bait. Very very difficult because fish too much pressure. So they can't eat a bait. So very very difficult to find a bait. So smallmouth same. Smallmouth too many smallmouth, but sometimes no good. Sometimes don't like bait, no bite. Sometimes so smallmouth love bait, easy to bite. So very very similar in Japan fishing style, in smallmouth fishing, I think. And so Japan is shore fishing is a very very popular. So I always photo shoot, video shoot in Japan. The almost all shore fishing. But in US, the boat fishing is very popular. So little bit different.
Well, I noticed that, like, obviously we all knew that you spent 2.5 hours fishing. You spent 2 hours driving each way. How was driving in the rough water? I mean, how did you learn how to drive in rough water?
I ran to Lake Ontario last year. So because last year, day 4, I want to go to Lake Ontario, but so strong wind, I cannot go. I'm very, very scared. So I cannot go to Lake Ontario last year. But this year, so I have to go to Lake Ontario because I want to win. So I try a big wave, but I can't do that. So this year, so last year, this year, I learned how to drive the rough water. So last year, the many boat trouble, but this year is almost no trouble because the Taku driving technique is grow up now.
Yeah. I know the first time I saw big water, I got scared to death.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's very, very scary. Lake Ontario, how were the waves big any day? Like, how big were the waves? on Lake Ontario in this tournament?
So day one, yeah, day one, day two, the little bit scared. So looks like so.
There's
Yeah,
that.
looks like here, yeah, higher. I don't like it, but I want to go. I have to go to the Lake Ontario, so I will try to driving so I can do that. So if I arrive in a tackle spot, easy to catch in a 20 pound. So day one only, I fishing a little bit, river fishing. I cannot get a 20 pound, but day two, day three, day four, I fishing only Lake Ontario, so I can get a 20-pound plus.
Yeah, well, that's it. You know, it's been that way for a while, Taku. It's like if you want to win, you have to go to Lake Ontario when you're fishing Thousand Islands, and you did it. You did it in 2.5 hours.
Yeah.
2.5 hours of fishing time. That's amazing. So you fished. Wait a minute. Let's do the math. 10 hours. 10 hours of fishing for 4 days. 90 pounds.
Yeah, absolutely, yes. But I don't need 3 hours day four. I don't need because all fishes are 5 pounder. It's very easy to catch 5 fish and a 5 pounder. So I don't need more time. So maybe day four I can fishing 40 minutes, 50 minutes more. But I get 26 pounds, so I don't need the time. So I have to go back. So ramp and live fish is very important. So no dead fish. Dead fish is a penalty. So
Sure.
I need a live. So I take a time, slow, go back, ramp. So maybe I can fishing 1 hour was 40 minutes more, but I don't need 2.5 hours only. It's good. Day four.
Good night. So it's even less than that. It's less than 10. In 9 hours, you caught 90 pounds. That's truly amazing. I don't think anybody's ever done it before, but it's great. Now, tell me about yourself. Like, what is your family life like? Are you married? Are you single? Are you what's your personal life like with, especially with this win? Who are you celebrating with?
Yeah, so my wife and my son, so staying in Japan. I married, so hopefully I want to meet my son, my family, but I'm always alone in US. So I fish in a concentrate pre-practice, everyday fishing. So no rest, no hobby, no watching TV, everyday fishing concentrate 2 years. So
Wow.
fishing somewhere I learned to US fishing because I don't know, maybe I don't know 20-25 lake only US lake. So
Right.
open for tournament. Last year the nine lakes, and this year 9, and Lake Fork is the same. So I don't know, almost all lake I don't know the US lake. So I have to run to pre-practice. So I always fishing in US every day.
Every day.
Yeah.
What do you that's amazing. What lakes do you just practice? The lakes that are on the schedule? Do you target lakes that you know will be on the schedule in the future? What lakes do you practice on?
So Bassmaster it is scheduled. So today update.
Okay.
So I pre-practice here. Maybe I will go to the Lake Oahe and Mississippi River this week. I will go to pre-practice.
Right.
Yeah. And
Will you
Hartwell.
Lake Hartwell. Okay.
Yeah, hardware, the classic.
Yeah, I was hoping you could come with me next week to Lake Oneida to teach me how to catch smallmouth.
Awesome, awesome. Yeah, I want to go to the Lake Oneida, but I have to go to the Lake Oahe.
Yes.
I understand.
Oh, wow.
I
Yeah.
understand. It's amazing. It's how are you allowed to go home and visit your family, or do they get to come here? I know with COVID, there's a lot of restrictions on travel. Are you able to see your family?
Yes, so I can able to see the family, but so Taku can go to the US, Taku can go back to Japan, but my family very hard to travel in the US and go back Japan. So my family staying in Japan, and my son go to the school and stay in Japan. So I fish in the US. But August 15, I will go back to Japan.
Awesome. How old is your son?
6 years old. 6 years old.
6 years old.
Yeah.
Does he like to fish?
Yeah. He like the fish. So he get his first birth is the lake Florida. Florida the Kishimi-chan first birth, Senko 5-inch no weightless bait. He got baby bass, but he love fishing. So if both so Taku and my family that coming US, so fishing many place.
Excellent. Well, Taku, thank you so much for hanging out with us tonight and sharing your story. And it's great to get to know you and to learn more about how you're doing this. It's truly amazing. And, I want to wish you the best the rest of the season. And congratulations again, man, on a tremendous accomplishment. Most guys will fish their whole career and never win a tournament of that magnitude. And you did it. You did it in just 2 years.
Yeah, thank you very much.
It's got to be great. It's got to be great. And thanks so much, BTC. Is there anything else we have left for Taku? Did I miss anything?
No, I think that was pretty good stuff, Pete. Just
Yeah, it was awesome.
Taku, send me the link on how to get that scent.
Send?
Yeah.
Send? If you need, I want to give a little more.
Yeah.
So because I have this only. I need more. Maybe I go back Japan, so I get more. But very too hard to buy. Many people buy this scent, bite bass liquid. Many people buy. It's very hard to find now.
Okay.
So that smallmouth love this scent.
Wow.
Well, let me offer a recommendation. Taku, you need to put your name on that bottle of scent and start selling that in the U.S. and Japan and everywhere around the world, and
Taco
make
sauce.
$bazillion.
Oh, really?
Taco sauce.
That's right.
Taco sauce.
Millionaire?
Taco sauce is the brand name. That's the deal.
Wow. Wow.
I like it. Well,
Wow,
hey,
so-
thanks again. Thanks for fighting through the Wi-Fi issues and finding a way. That's just the nature of you. You found a way. You always find a way, and you found a way into the winner circle. And thank you so much. So thank you so very much for hanging out with us tonight. Have a great night. Good luck on the next one. The champ, Taku Ito. Thanks.
Taku, thank
you
you.
very much. I
Thank you
appreciate
very
it.
much.
Thanks, buddy. Keep being awesome, man.
We'll see you next time. Man, Brian, did you that's amazing. Taco sauce? Taku sauce?
Yeah, wasn't that hard. Made sense.
Yeah, it's well, when it's not hard, that's when you know you nailed it.
Yeah.
When it seems simple. Like,
yeah.
That's perfect.
Yeah.
That's good stuff.
Just so, did you catch who makes it? Pete? I know you speak fluent in Japanese.
I don't speak English Japanese, but he did say who makes it, and I couldn't quite make it out.
Yeah, me too.
We'll figure that out on.
We're
the
gonna
back
have to
end,
go back and listen
post-production.
to the tape.
We'll get it out of there.
That's right. I think Facebook was trying to translate it during the show, so I have to go back and look at that.
Yeah. I mean, it was some kind of shrimp. It was some kind of shrimp oil or some kind of shrimp.
Yeah, like the Roman noodle
breakdown of some sort.
packets. You the little shrimp packet. Pretty sure that's what it was, Pete.
Kind of like that.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
we're not
it's
done
pretty
yet, Pete. I know you're about ready to wrap up. We're going to let you go here. Thanks for joining us, Pete. And for everybody watching, we've got a very exciting segment coming up. It's the BTC and Riz takeover, as Pete's off in Champlain and the rest of the crew's down at ICAST, and we're not. So we're going to take the reins tonight, Pete.
Wait a
and
second.
Stress you
before
out.
go-
What's that?
Before you go, I got something.
Oh well.
Before you go, I got something.
I'm just teasing the people and trying to stress you out. But go ahead.
I know. I just want to say, ICAST update from our crew down there at ICAST. Shout out to Justin, and he's down there talking to everybody, looking at all the new stuff. But Missiles Ike's mini swim jig is the deal, but he didn't say the deal. He said something else. It's a tremendous finesse swim jig, but it has the right hook. Here's something really cool. Rapala's got the DT8.
Mm-hmm.
Awesome. I'm so excited about that one. That fills that gap. It'll be able to hit things that the DT6 can't.
Right.
That's pretty cool. DT8 is out. Z-Man's got a big blade chatterbait. And the Mini Max for smallies, smaller profile. The big blade is what Brian Thrift has had high finishes in muddy water on. The big blade. So there's just a mini glimpse into what's happening at ICAST. We got our folks down there at ICAST for Bash University, checking everything out. It's going to bring in you all the good stuff. And I don't know. I wish I was there. I wish we were all there. Well,
me too, Pete.
We've got just. But I'm glad you're here, and I'm glad you pulled the show off, and I'm glad you and Riz are
wearing the same costumes,
looking like twins in your men.
Yeah.
And your blue shirts. You look at your. But
yeah,
I love it. I appreciate it. Thanks to everybody for hanging out. It's been crazy. I'm gonna sign off. I'm gonna let you sign off, BTC. But it's been a crazy. Thank you everybody that was here at the Toyota series, that stopped by and say hi. All the Bash University subscribers is so awesome, and I had a great tournament, and came real close to making the cut and winning that one. But we'll try them again at Lake Oneida. Actually, going to be at the BFL here again on Saturday, so I look forward to seeing our subscribers there. And
I smell a win.
Well, I don't know. I hope so, Riz. I'm sniffing it. It's crazy. I hate missing it by ounces. I hate it so much. Cuts are stupid. I'm joining the NPFL next year. But we had a good time. A lot of great partners. A lot of good memories. Ike was here. So many of the Major League Fishing guys were here. Gary Klein. A lot of our instructors, Bash University instructors, were everywhere at this event. And,
yeah, that's pretty lame for the Toyota series. Is how many people were in it, Pete?
10.
No, yeah, and how many were in it days 1 and 2?
100. Yeah, 188 competitors.
And they cut to 10.
They cut to 10. Well, I honestly, BTC, not to bring it up, I think we ought to revisit that. Cuts were designed for television. That's what the purpose of those were, to be able to put 10 cameras in a boat so that you could follow the entire action of the finals. And it made sense when it was a made for television event, but when it's not a made for television event,
not for the working man's league, man.
Think
you know what I mean, Pete? Not for the working man's league. Not when you're taking off of work to drive up there and making that investment to get.
Dude, if it's not televised, they ought to drop it or increase it to like 20 or 30% of the field.
Yeah.
Because we've seen many times when that happened that those guys from 20th, 30th place can come back and win the tournament.
Especially on a place like Champlain,
it
where
can
the
happen.
weights are always so tight. Like Champlain, the weights are always super, super stacked.
Yep, exactly. Why are we cutting to 10 if there's no television involved? That's my question.
Yeah,
that's my question.
There's just no reason.
Yep.
And to be honest with you, like the NPFL does, if you're looking for entertainment, let everybody fish, because the storylines that can come out of the guy in last place cutting off the winner on the final day. Great storylines if you're looking for entertainment.
That's the storyline.
I'm just saying.
Well, I can tell you this.
That stuff sells.
From experience, if I'm in the bottom third of the field, I'm okay to leave the tournament. Okay. Didn't happen for me. I'm lost. I really don't know what to do tomorrow. Okay. But if I'm in the top 2/3 or half of the field, you know, I'd like to fish that final day. You know, I'd like to see what happens. I'd like to see if I can jump 20 spots or 50 spots, you know?
For sure.
That's my point of view.
No, I agree, man.
But I hated going home when it was 6 ounces from the cut, and I honestly fished clean. There's nothing I could do. I have no regrets on, you know, how the tournament went down, you know, from my perspective, but you know, I did well with everything that bit. So we'll go try to get him at Oneida.
All right.
Boys.
Well, Pete, thanks for joining us.
All right. Well, I'll let you guys, I'm going to pass it on to you. Hey, thanks for handling it. And
all right,
I'll see you guys real soon.
All right. Good luck,
Twins.
man.
Active.
And yeah, where are you going to be next Tuesday, Pete? Oh,
it's going to be live from the Open. So
that's right. So you're there.
Yeah.
All right.
I'll be there. I'm optimistic. You know what? I'm optimistic. Maybe we'll have Brian Schmidt hanging out with us. Maybe Ike. Probably not. Ike might fish till dark.
Yeah.
But maybe we'll get Ike in studio for a little bit.
You won't get
yeah.
He don't even answer his phone during tournaments.
We'll have our co-anglers, and John McGraw, good friend of both of ours, will be there. So it'll be a fun time. We'll be talking about what's happening at Lake Oneida, and everybody's scrambling to try and get taco sauce.
Did you know they're cutting 22 this year, Pete?
Cutting 22?
From the Elite Series.
No. What do you mean? They're like dropping that number?
That's
complete the overall number?
Yeah, I don't think anybody got cut last year. So this year the number they're cutting 22 heads this year. That's a lot.
So are they cutting 22 and not letting 22 new in?
No, they're
dropping the number.
I believe they're filling the roster, but that's the turnover.
Well, I know. Well, you know, as a matter of fact, I talked to Brian Schmidt about that exact thing because he was sweating the Classic this year, and he had a crummy year last year for him because, you know, he's a super champ, but he by winning here at Champlain and doing well again at Thousand Islands, he did exactly what he needed to do to make the cut on not only the Classic but requalifying for the Elite. So, you know, there's a lot of pressure over there. Yeah. I know our good friend Chris Groh is sweating it. I hope he makes it. And you know, there's you know, it's a tough qualification process, man. There's a lot of pressure over there.
Yeah.
But I've heard that that's what the deal is. Yeah, I mean, it's always been that way, right? BTC, you gotta keep qualifying to stay in.
Yep.
And they got to make and if you don't finish in a certain slot, then they got to make room for the new Open qualifiers to come in.
That's right.
Right.
The only way you can get a new rod is if you break your old rod, Pete.
Well,
you know what I'm saying?
I broke a couple of them this week.
There you go. Congratulations on your new rods coming.
I had some pike that were trying to eat my hands off. And I wound up leaning over, trying to get out of the way of the giant choppers. and I snapped two of my castings.
Oh,
Just leaned on them hard and broke them right over the corner of my rod locker. Oh, my heart's broken. Sorry, Paul.
yeah. Well,
But-
I think they got new rods. They probably got new rods coming out. So
Yep. Well,
get in line.
giving you a call.
All right, Pete.
Guys,
take us
have
to
a
the
great
next
night.
segment and bring our guests in. Bring in the dancing girls, Rich. Thanks, Pete. Good luck out there.
Thank you, guys. Have a great night. Appreciate you.
See you, man.
All right, here we are. We're up there double now.
Oh yeah, we got it.
We got double BTC, double Riz.
Yo,
All right.
who we got here?
What's up? What's up? Let
What's
me
up,
turn
big
my
Fast lab. Let's
yeah,
go.
man. Coming live. How's it look, man? How am I in frame?
You look
Man,
great.
Way better than
All right.
Travis's show. I don't know what it
Dude.
is.
It's all that in the background. I feel, when I do it from the road, I feel naked.
Yeah.
I feel like I need to set a little studio up inside my truck because I got as much shit in my truck as I do right here. So
Right.
you guys are looking snappy
I
tonight.
know. Look at us matching costumes.
How about me, man? I got a little fade going on the Bass U. That means it has seen the sun.
Yeah.
Right
Yeah.
on, man.
Yeah.
It's not new and crispy. Come on, spin out.
That's good stuff. Oh,
E, this has to
Okay.
be one of your favorite weeks of the year, man. For all the new tackle coming out, all the new baits, a bait collector and modifier like yourself. Come on.
Dude, I was thinking about it, man. I was just rolling around looking at some of the new releases, man. And, I promised myself it's going to be a YOLO trip. I'm going to ICAST. I did invite BTC last minute. I said road trip.
you did.
I said I'd sponsor it. I'm
I
down.
know. I know.
But anyway, work, family, obligations.
Yeah.
But next year will be the year. Can we get into the ICAST Cup? Is that like invite only? You got to know somebody.
Oh, I'll get you in
We can
there
make it
if I don't get C blocked again like this time. Yeah, I mean, first COVID, then my own friends cut my neck. You know what I mean?
Oh, that's brutal, man.
This is what
That's
this
brutal.
after hours is for right here. This is where I
That's
get it
right. That's right.
all
That's
out.
right, man. So do you bring your own boat? Do they provide a boat? What do you got to do?
Oh, so I mean, the way it's set up is basically the idea is to pair a company with a media member, and that
Sure.
company will have a pro staffer with their rig there. Typically,
Got it.
somebody in Florida.
Got
One
it.
year I got set up with the guys from Freedom Tackle.
Oh, nice.
In another year, it was Bradley Dorch and golly, what's the bearing company? The ball bearing company.
Oh, yeah. Oh, I know what you're talking about. The hot one.
Yeah.
Boca.
Yeah, Boca Bearings. So Boca
Yeah.
Bearings put us in the event, but instead of one of their reps, they sent this kid. God, I can't think of his name. He's awesome too. Shoot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you guys fished it, man. That's awesome,
yeah.
man.
And he caught a giant on a frog
Mm,
from the back deck. So that
Dang.
was awesome.
that's fun, man.
and
Wow.
Then I fished with Cox and Carson and Hunter Shryock all in one boat.
Oh, my gosh.
That was a blast. And
Talk
this year
about
I'm-
Disneyland.
Yeah, and this year I'm home.
Lure Disneyland. Just the whole scene is like my jam, man.
Yeah.
You're right, Rich. I mean, forget about it.
Yeah.
I didn't know what I'd do down there. I mean, I would just be like consumed with it, man.
Yeah.
Ideas would be flowing.
What's the like so every year, with ICAST releases and all, what's like your favorite bait category, to see what's coming out? I know you're a crankbait guru, obviously, because of the massive wall of crankbaits behind you, but like what gets you keyed up as far as like the bait releases from the companies down there?
I'd say the crankbaits, man. I mean, I just got to stay true to my jam, man.
I
mean,
gotta hear your opinion on the Bagleys that they're putting out now, because I don't know if it's just really good marketing or not, but I've
Yeah.
been seeing some Bagley baits now that, again, I don't know if they're changed or new or different, but they
Interesting.
are looking sassy.
Yeah, I talked to TK Stanley at Tacklecraft, who's like a Bagley fanatic, right? And he's a custom painter and he modifies Bagleys, right? So he got a few new in, and he's like, I mean, I'll say it. He said it looked like they were made in somebody's garage. That's
Ooh.
not a bad thing.
Right.
That's not a
Right.
bad thing.
Okay.
So, but the truth is in the, when you put in the water, what does it do? if they're bringing back an iconic bait like a Bagley B1, does it operate the same way as those juicy 70s?
Right.
You know, a Killer B2. Just talk to Pete Kluzik, the Dean. He'll tell you about the Killer B2, the B2, one of his favorite baits of all time. Did they bring it back? Is it right? Is it correct? Bill angle, weighting, you know, everything has to work right. And that always drives me crazy about companies that discontinue a bait and then maybe bring it back, but change it. I don't get it. Like, why not just make it true to the original ones that people really, really love? And look, manufacturing is a whole different
threw
thing.
the molds out.
You know what? True story about Mans, right? I mean, Mans -1, one of the best super shallow crankbaits ever made, became popularized for the win on the Potomac, right? Dan Moorhead in the back of Broad Creek, right? I mean, that bait still catches them today. Then they send the molds to China, and the bait is completely different. They wrecked it.
Yeah.
Now they've corrected it since, but you know, I still look for the old OGs, man, with Mans on one side, 1- on the other. Right. You can still find them on eBay. Yeah, but anyway, so ICAST is certainly exciting when you bring sea baits that, you know, were iconic, old, new. I'm stoked about baits that solve a problem. You know, TK and I talk about this a lot. What's solving a problem? Rapala DT8. I've always wanted a Rapala DT8. I'm fired up about that one. How about you, Riz? BTC?
Yeah, man. That's a really exciting one because it's going to fill that void that, you know, we've been trying to fill with, you know, line size and
sure.
weight and, you know, and adding a little bit of weight to the front of the bait, all that stuff. That one's going to be
sure.
That one's going to be killer. And you know what's my favorite part about that, E, is that the profile of that DT8 is the same as a DT6. It's not
that's
bigger
even better
like the DT10.
Right.
So you still get that, you know, that profile that you get out of the 6, but we're getting down there, you know, into the range.
I got strength for that.
Boom. that deserves a straight tin cup shot pan DT8. Let's rock it. Now, quick, does it have a rattle? Ticker or silent?
I'm not sure.
I mean, it's a DT.
You want me to run down to Ike's garage? See if
well,
we can
the
dig some
DT,
out?
I would love to see if he has a DT8 and a DT6. Now, DT4 BTC, it's got a nice little ticker in it.
Right.
The DT10 does not. All the rest of the DTs are silent.
Right.
But the DT4 is unique in itself because it has a ticker and it's good. It's loud. It's juicy.
Right. E, what was like the biggest factor in like the original Bagleys? Like what made them have that crazy action or whatever made them so good? Like what was unique about them?
Well, it's interesting because, you know, when we had Lee Sisson, Dr. Krankenstein on, he said he could look at a bait coming off the line and know which one was going to run right. And frankly, you know, it's consistency in manufacturing, right? But wood in and of itself is a natural fiber. No piece of wood is the same. And so that's the magic of a wood bait. One's going to run crazy good and the next one's just going to be average.
Now, do you find that with like your DT6s and all too? Like,
no, there's a lot of super consistency in DT6s. And Rapala's probably got one of the most consistent balsa baits on the market. Yep. I'm talking about the true handmade ones.
Gotcha.
Yeah. Bill angle, weighting, but you know, Rapala being such a big company, that's why DT's probably, you know, for the money, one of the best balsa baits ever made.
Yeah. Every one of them's got a different buoyancy though.
Sure.
I mean, I found that in just a little bit of sample size weighting shad wraps.
Yeah.
Every single one of them was different.
Because it's wood. There's no way on a line where they're pumping out millions of baits that they're going to change the lead weight in the center of the bait to hey, this is really super high flow balsa. I mean, there are some balsa baits, Riz, that float like corks. I mean, they back up so crazy fast and create this secondary action. And so you got to think about how does the bait run? Dude. You know, bill angle, what does it do down there? And then what's it do on the backup? Because that pause, you know, when you hit cover deflection, how it backs up out of cover really matters.
Yeah, like on DT6s specifically, like I've noticed it more on that bait than any other bait that like there is certain crankbaits that I can pick up and throw and feel like it's just doing everything I want it to every single time. Just ticking
and some are dead.
It's not picking up the black slime off the bottom. It's just perfect. And then others where I feel like it's just not so not so precise. I just learned something right here. I had no idea until you said it that every DT6 has a little different buoyancy.
Every wood bait does.
Yeah.
But
Awesome.
but from a consistency standpoint, I think the DTs are the most consistent.
Yeah.
Yeah. Handmades, everyone's going to be unique.
Yeah, I mean, you know, even with resin baits, you know,
Sure.
like the glide baits. you know,
Sure.
From one bait to another or one batch to another, there's always consistency differences in the density of it. So it's good stuff.
So E, what's going on? What's going on in your world, man? I know you've had a lot of travel plans, and you got some things cooking as far as the Epic Eric adventures. I want to hear a little bit about what's coming up, what's on the menu. What are we doing?
Man, we got some tournaments down south, right? So we got a couple championships coming up. We've got the Collins Championship with Captain Scooter, my team partner.
Scooter.
We've got the Angler's Choice Championship. They just drew. We fished the Pamlico Sound this last weekend. Had a couple tough breaks on some frogfish, but managed to pull out a 6th place finish for some chicken money.
Nice.
We're fishing free this year because we're Anglers of the Year last year, so we get free entries in all the Bojangles. But
awesome.
We're defending the championship this year, so hopefully we can repeat it. And it was drawn on cur, so
nice.
Scooter's a stick on cur, but there's a lot of sticks fishing that trail.
Year?
So
What time of year are you going?
September.
Okay.
Can be tough.
Yeah.
You know, that fall transition, man. So weather just depends, man. So we'll be grinding like everybody else, but I'm stoked to get after it. And then I'm looking forward to hopefully in 2022, I'm gonna start the Legendary Lakes Tour, man.
Yes.
I'm going.
That's what I was getting at, man. That's what I want to hear about.
I'm rolling, man. I'm getting out. There it is, man.
Yeah.
There it is. There's the sticker. I got the sticker and the dream. I got a sticker and a dream. That's basically where this thing is right now. I got a sticker and a dream, and I'm going to stick with the sticker and the dream. I'm going to stick this sticker on my truck, and with or without Dr. Manson, I'm going.
Dr. Manson.
Oh, yeah.
I'm going.
You can't wait for Uncle Manson.
No.
Yeah.
I'm going.
Yeah.
I'm going. And you know the concept, man. It's to visit all the lakes I've read about since I've been a kid. Yep. You know, storied waters, legendary waters, meet the legendary anglers on those waters, whether they're guides or, you know, Bass U subscribers or Smallmouth Crush subscribers or people that follow me. I want to connect with people, try to film it. If I just have to do it with my iPhone and go live every day, I don't really care. I don't care if I catch a bass. I'm going to visit local tackle shops. I hope to meet some really, really cool bait makers, you know, like along the way. I want to go see Marty Burns. He's one of the last guys in the nation that makes a great handmade crankbait. And, you know, he makes some fat little gems. He's working on my Epic Shad. And so it's a big body crankbait. I've done some testing on it down in Florida on shell bars, man, and it performed well. So that stuff gets me fired up, right? Yeah. Even more than ICAST, because to me, it's kind of like, I don't know, man, there's this, there's stories about those places, and I've dreamt about them all my life since I've been a kid, you know.
Absolutely, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, right on.
Anyway, so cool. Come along for the ride, man. Open invite, open mic night.
So what's the first lake on the list for you? Where do you like tentatively want to go first?
Well, so there's going to be like 2 categories: legendary lakes that are established legends, right? They're well known.
Yeah. And
then the emerging ones. So we're going to do, I think it makes sense to do a southern tour. And you kind of got to start in January, probably at the Big O.
Okay.
The Big O.
Okay.
So, yep. And then maybe move to one of the chains. Is it Harris chain, Kissimmee chain, Toho, you know, Harris, right? So
all of them.
Yeah, right. Exactly. So how much time can we get away from, you know, the families and pull it off? Is it a 10-day jaunt? And then along the way, head up towards, you know,
10-day
jaunt. Tennessee.
You got to pick a fight with her so she wants you gone. You got from now until then to really get on her nerves. Like you got to work up like a 6-month beat it. You know what I mean? 6 months. You got 6 months to.
That's right. That's right. So the dream is to end up on the West Coast one day, man. See my brother, my daughter, and fish some of the iconic lakes out there, man. Clear Lake for sure. It's going to be a big bait adventure. I'd love to get together with like Big Bait Bailey.
Heck
yeah.
You know, Paul Bailey, man, he kind of inspired me to start throwing, as well as Austin from Dream Catchers, the Gancraft 230. Caught some of my biggest fish, ever on
Sure.
glide baits, man, with that bait. His reservoir shad in particular, that color. So it's got some rash marks. One of the few that does so, because got a lot of baits, but not a lot of time.
Yeah,
Right?
yeah.
Yeah, isn't it the truth?
That is a fact.
You have more baits behind you than we have time in a day. So
It's
Or a life.
yeah. I mean, honestly, it's kind of just ridiculous.
Yeah,
But I
it's
love
pretty
it, man.
ridiculous.
It's like a blanket. It fills the hole in my heart for not being able to fish. You know what I mean?
yeah.
And it's an odyssey, man. But I got some custom creations I'm working on, man. I got a couple you guys might love. I'll show it, and let's see if anybody can guess it.
Oh, hold
What
on a
is
second.
this?
Let's give it. There's a prize involved in this.
Is
We
there?
got some prizes to give away.
What is that?
Oh,
And what am I going to use it
it
for?
looks like a swim jig, doesn't it?
It is not. It does not have a lead head.
Huh?
It's got a beefy hook. It's got a Trocar Pro V. It's a 3/0, but I'd rather it be a 4/0. I can't find a 4/0, but it's going to have a 4/0 Pro V. This is a chigger crawl, but it could
punch
be
skirt?
it could be any soft plastic. It's not a punch skirt. I did not design it for a punch skirt. What am I going to do with this? Keep thinking.
I don't know. Float and fly for carp on the
Float and fly.
locust,
You're
bite?
okay. So what
Ooh,
did
it's gonna be
Taku do
topwater?
a lot of this past weekend
Say that again.
to win? What did Taku Ito do to win? What type of presentation was he using for
A
smallies?
Neko rig?
Nope. He used
Drop
Neko,
shot.
but he also drop shot.
Power shot.
Boom. The jig shot.
The
What?
jig shot.
You dirty
What?
bastard.
What? You know I love power shotting, but why can't you power shot a jig? Because you can't tie a drop shot with a jig head, but you can certainly hand tie a skirt on a freaking flipping hook. Yeah, you can.
Yes, you can.
What? Jig shot.
Yes, I like
Jig
it.
shot. Jig shot.
Whoa.
Anyway. Hello, Mr. Jig Shot.
I like it, dude.
That's awesome.
Yeah, man.
That's cool.
Anyway,
Best in show
get these-
right now. I just declared
Yeah.
it.
We're
You know,
having
that
our own
brings up a good
ICAST
point,
right now,
man.
by the way.
Hey, seriously, like check this out. So I was talking to TK Stanley Tacklecraft, right? Custom painter. He's awesome. Dude's one of the best in the nation, straight up. So ICAST is all about the big companies, and I'm stoked about a lot of the big company baits. I mean, Missile Baits, the Mini D, their trailer, the DT8, we just talked about it. Rapala OG Tiny 4, which is kind of the cousin to the OG Slim Shad. I mean, you got a bunch of stuff from Z-Man. You got a nice grass swim jig from Evergreen Daiwa kind of collab. I'm stoked about all that stuff. I really am. But what about the whole category of like the garage craft makers? You've been to ICAST. I haven't. Is there a category for garage craft stuff? And if there isn't, why not? As big as it is right now
Yeah.
with Instagram, B, you know this to be true. Swim bait dudes are killing it, man. The rat dudes, the swim bait dudes, it's crazy. That's a giant category. Do they ignore it or do they honor it?
As far as I know, they don't. They
Yeah.
I mean, you've got to pay to get down there. You know, ICAST
See-
isn't cheap. This is why I'm here shelved. Yeah, I'm saying,
Man,
That's right.
I think we just need to launch our own thing called Garage Craft, bro, and do it all online. Man.
Yeah.
Garage Craft, man. Garage Craft.
Yeah,
You
no,
know what I mean?
it's-
Celebrate the independent bait maker, dude, because there's some guys
Heck
out
yeah.
there that are freaking dirty.
Craft beers make it to the beer festivals. Why not craft baits?
That's
Make it
because
a-
Right.
fishing's going to take 10 years or 15 behind the rest of the universe
Right.
to catch up. This is how it's
True.
always been. And if you do the math, we're probably getting close to about where fishing starts to catch up with exactly what you're saying.
Isn't that the truth?
It is.
You're
man.
right.
Oh, yeah.
You're right. It's not a super
We
progressive
started
industry.
a podcast. So Mark Jeffries was way before us, well into podcasting, but way before the fishing world got into it, you know?
Yeah, that's true. You bring up a great point, man.
Yeah.
So it lags for sure, man.
Yeah, a lot
It
of guys
lags
still
for
don't have
sure.
microwave on their street. You know what I mean? A lot of them guys in the South is still waiting for
Yeah,
microwave
but I mean,
to come down the street. Guys
you
gonna
gotta
bring the
say it.
poles down. We're getting microwave any day now.
I mean, why isn't there a category of like best custom hand painted crankbait at ICAST?
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
I put this little gem in there, dude.
Ooh,
That
what
is
the
a
heck
matte
is that?
finish. That's a Marty Burns matte finish, custom painted bluegill by TK. And you can see some of the natural wood. It doesn't
God.
show on camera, but dude, that would be best in show. in one of the categories
Man,
for
it looks
handmade crankbaits. There's a bunch of homemade guys out there that are killing it, man.
Looks like it should be
You know,
an
then you'd
Easter
have
basket.
machine-made
You
crankbaits,
know?
Yeah.
right?
Right next to the marshmallows.
Yummy.
That's gorgeous looking.
Isn't it though?
Heck
And
yeah.
man, let me tell you something.
Who painted
That's a
that?
fantastic machine. Tackle Craft,
Oh man.
TK Stanley, and Marty Burns made it. Marty Burns, Big M.
Wow.
Yep. Yeah. So I'd love to see like a category for those garage makers, the swim bait category, you know, maybe not a rat category, but I mean, I don't know where you put those, but you know, crank downs and soft-sided swim baits and custom balsa baits, man. And maybe some, I don't know, hand poured, I don't know. But there's a lot of copycats out in the
No, you're right. I mean, they do have them. It's just, you know, the big
you got to pay to
companies
play
are down there, you know, putting their baits forward, and
right.
that's kind of how that goes. But the equalizer is social media.
True. I
mean,
agree. Think
15
about it.
years ago, this was a lot more of an issue.
100%. You're
Yeah.
right. Those guys are killing it on social media. I mean,
Oh,
you
yeah.
look at companies like, you know, Working Class Zero with the Citizens, the freaking his Battle Shad. I mean, he's absolutely, those drops are sold out on all those bait makers like
Egregious.
instantly.
Oh yeah.
It's instantly.
Yeah.
Instantly.
Yeah, we've got an
And so
upcoming
they're-
show with Kevin Brightwell from KGB. It's just waiting for the timing to get right. I've been talking to him for quite a while, but
Right.
yeah, looking forward to him coming on and just talking about the whole process and how
Yeah.
you know, and actually teaching. There's a lot of things he can do with his baits that I think most people don't know.
I agree.
A lot of technique.
I agree.
and- yep.
I think it leaves an opening, man. I mean, ICAST is, you know, solidified in the industry, right? The big giant brands are solidified, but that truly leaves an opening, right? I think there's some exciting things that if somebody was inspired to do it, to showcase those products all at once, right? And I think you'd have eyeballs, man, and that could be really meaningful for sponsors and just bring a lot of commerce to, you know, the garage craft guy.
Yeah.
Heck yeah.
You know, you just made me think of something. So every year there's there's a ridiculous cartoon of a bait that wins Best in Show down there. You know, whether it's the
True.
bat or
Squirrel.
the squirrel. There's got to be a
Fox.
the Gen X locust. Even though the time's passed, we needed it like 2 months ago.
I got a water wheel locust in my back room, man. I waited 17 years to throw it, and I didn't get out during the locust spawn. I guess I'll wait another 17 years. I hope I'm alive. But Riz, if it's my dying day, I'm giving you and BTC. I got 2 of them. Please throw it for me, man, and just, you know, do a little seance.
Yeah, I don't know
How-
where I'm
how
going
it
to be at
went.
17. Your best bet's Rich. he's got a lot more life left in him.
We're counting on you, Riz.
Yeah.
You got it.
It's all on you, bro.
BTC
I'll
and
let
me,
you know
man,
how
it's
it
a
works.
short-
North end of the flat.
It's a short rope. I'm gonna throw that damn locust lure anyway, man. I'm gonna catch one, man. I'll catch one during a mayfly hatch. I don't give a shit.
Heck
I'll throw
yeah.
it.
Yeah.
I looked at it. I just did not get out, you know, and it was all derby fishing. So it's like, what am I gonna do? Bring out some ridiculous lure during the derby?
Yeah.
I don't think so. Scooter would look at me and go, "What the hell is that?"
Yeah.
Trust
See,
me, man.
but
I've been waiting
I did
17
that.
years.
I did that 2 years ago with the Bellows Gill, and Travis mocked me horribly all day until I smoked him. So
Yeah,
it could have happened. You have to have faith.
It was the same way when I brought out the gang craft down at the P Arrow Ranch, man. He gave me the front of the boat for like 15 minutes. I'm like, dude, I pitched it out to a couple cruisers. Every single one of them followed. I go, watch this. It was like a 6-foot drop. And I fired out parallel to the drop. That's where the big girls were staged up because they hadn't moved up. And man, it took me like 10 minutes, felt like a 6.5. I'm like, he put on a swim bait so freaking fast it made my head spin. But he had the little mini ones. I'm like, put that little minnow shit away, man. You need the big one, the 230.
Yeah.
right.
Third,
Big dog.
throw the meat if you want to catch the meat.
Dirty. Gotta have that too dirty.
230, dirty 230.
That's
Yeah,
right.
man.
Hey, we got any comments, questions, anything? I haven't looked. in
Yeah,
a while.
actually, there is a legit comment.
Oh, we
here
got a
for-
comment from Pete Glusick says you're fired. Okay.
No, Big Paulie wants to know. He doesn't throw many crankbaits, and he has 4 open spots in his tackle box. If you're going to start with 4 crankbaits, what are the 4 you absolutely got to have in your tackle box?
Man, he's got to have a square bill, you know, and man, if you can find the old RC 1.5, but any style 1.5, square bill. Gotta have it. If he fishes super shallow lakes with a lot of grass, you got to have a man's -1. You need a super shallow grass fishing crankbait.
Right.
And in the summertime, all I can tell you is you can't reel it fast enough. Burn it. He's got to have a DT4 and a DT6. Now, if he fishes deeper water, I'd say skip the 4 maybe and just use the square bill. Go to the DT6 and a DT10.
Gotcha.
Yeah, I mean, that's affordability, and that's a good mix of crankbaits to cover super shallow, square billing, right, for wood, rock grinding, right, early season, and then the DT6 and maybe the DT8, I don't know, the DT10.
Right. Yeah, that's a good starting lineup right there.
Yeah, Rich.
I think so.
Crankbaits.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
I was looking for.
I thought you had something from YouTube. B.
Oh, I do.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh no, just some comments back to the garage craft and how it would just be. It would be like the minor league, the feeder system for the big companies.
Yeah.
Just rip everybody off. That was kind of the gist of a few comments.
That's pretty funny, man.
Words,
patent pending.
Yeah, I mean that does exist, but at
true,
the
it
same
exists
time,
with the big companies, right?
Right, and at the same time, there's a lot of garage ripoffs of proven big bait
100%.
company. Probably a whole lot more actually. Like 10 times
Everybody's
as
borrowing
much.
from everybody, right? I mean, so at the end of the day, is there anything truly innovative out there? I don't know,
Once in a
man.
while.
Once in a while, it does come through, right?
Yeah,
it does come through. But nonetheless, man, I hear the concern. But if they want to rip them off, all they got to do is look on Instagram and just go find fun, innovative companies and steal their ideas. But they can't be shamed these days. Social media is power, right?
yeah. But like I said, it absolutely goes both ways. I know 10 dudes that pour their own Senkos and
right,
and chigger crawls and everything else.
What is Rich whiteboard, man? This is cool. I like it. It's like, Coach Rich, you guys are doing a game day play or something?
I'm drawing up plays
awesome.
back here. We wore the same costumes and jerseys. One of us is getting ready to flank left out of the studio. Go find all Mike's secret crankbaits.
Yeah, left
wing,
right
man.
wing,
I need to bring one of those on the boat, man. Like for the last 30 minutes of the Derby, after you get off the sandbar. Me and Scooter got stuck this weekend. If you saw it on my story, flower pies. The first time I've ever done that with him, man. There were these people in this mouth, that we were going to go straight into, but out of respect and safety for them, he took a shortcut around, and we saw the sandbar too late. So we pushed off. We got in just with minutes to spare. So,
question is Scooter Lilly ever not just absolutely on them? I mean, that dude just freaking catches them. It's nonstop.
It's crazy. I mean, rarely. Weather changes, right? I mean, you've got a shallow water, top water bite going, and then you get a massive lightning storm the night before your Derby and your fish ghost.
Yeah.
Those types of things happen, right? You've got a hunch that they're going to show up to certain areas for spawn, and you're early or you're late, right? But I can tell you this, he always pulls an audible.
Yeah.
He's the audible king.
That's awesome.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yep, absolutely.
Going with the
yeah. I'll give you a trivia question.
Hey, hold on.
Yeah.
So if you do have one, why don't you just go ahead there and slide the answer over to us?
Oh yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. How do I do that?
Text message. Same way I just reached out to you.
I'll reply to your text message. That's brilliant. I was on my phone. I'm watching and looking at the comments, and then I've got my iPad. So, all right, I got it. Okay. This is gonna refer to something that's very topical, but a different category, but really related to what Taku was. Well, you'll see.
Yeah.
All right, so we're going to use this for the grand prize.
That's right. And I usually, often we try to pull something from our guest. And we do have a few things, but it was a little hard in getting exactly all the detail from him tonight.
I could make it really, really tough. I could make it a 2-part question. Identify the lure I'm about to show and who made it popular in the U.S.
Go ahead with that.
Okay. I'm going to make this really tough. Let's see.
First. Oh, got it.
We'll see who and we'll see who is the real crankbait connoisseur.
And guys, this is for our grand prize. The winner The winning answer is going to come across our message board, Facebook and YouTube.
Yep. $100 TH Marine prize pack.
You guys got to come over here and sign up, get on the message board to play along.
Okay, I'm going to open a package.
$100 of TH stuff.
And I'm not going to try to hide the dealio.
That's a good
Ooh,
job.
man, that's nice.
Yeah.
Crazy question. Am I eligible?
Yes.
Okay, good, great.
Yeah. You get, if in 15 minutes nobody gets it, you get it.
All right, here you go. This is a crankbait. Is now the time? You want it now,
Yeah,
right?
let's see it.
Hit it.
All right, guys. I'm going to show you a crankbait, and you have to identify this crankbait,
Oh, yeah.
and you have to tell me the brand, the name of the crankbait, and who made it popular in the U.S.
Ooh.
All right. I got a story about this, but we ain't getting into it until we get to the answer.
Oh, I know you got a story.
Yeah.
You know a guy.
Yeah, I know somebody who fished with the with that angler, fished as a co, and
Mm-hmm.
he was calling it a different bait, different crankbait.
Okay.
Now I get it. Now I see.
Yep.
Yeah, it
Yep.
wasn't what he was saying.
Ooh, man.
Yeah.
We
Okay.
had one come in already that's really, really
Coming
close.
in hot.
Really close, but not quite.
Do you need me to hold it up again, guys? Like, you want a
Yeah.
front profile of it?
Yeah.
Okay, so there's the bill. If that helps anybody, I can't show the top.
Oh,
'cause
we
obviously
got a
that's the name.
winner. Oh, no, we don't have a winner yet.
Oh.
We got the right
Uh-oh.
bait, but I need to see who made it popular, too, from the same guy.
Right. I see you, Tim.
Ooh. Who's all
Mhm.
over this?
Oh yeah, man. I thought it'd be a good one because obviously, you guys, you see, Tim, he's close, but who made it popular?
Mm-hmm. So, yeah, a buddy of mine fished with him. He was saying he was throwing the Norman crappie crank.
Mhm.
Maybe he was back then.
He could have been.
Could have been. But this
Mhm.
that's a better version of it for sure.
No question.
Yeah.
No question.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
So, guys, we need what the name of the crankbait is and who made it popular in the United States.
Yeah. Who is this legend?
Yeah, who's
And,
the legendary angler?
I'll throw in a Dr. Krankenstein sticker from the Bass Lab for
Oh.
the person who answers the whole thing. Did anybody answer it? Ooh.
Not yet. We don't have the name yet. I saw the correct bait come up, but I need the bait and the name in the same
Of the
text.
angler.
Hey,
Yep.
talk about the places that he made it famous throwing it.
Man. You got me.
Was the Potomac on that?
It might have been. Well, I can tell you this. It scores big there. So if he wasn't throwing it. Yeah, man.
Let me text my buddy. Hold on.
It's like a post spawn. What's up, Simon? I think I just saw it.
On Bash U?
No, I see it on YouTube.
Oh, okay. I got to get it from Bash U. I got to get it from the Bash U board for this one.
Okay. Oh, damn. Okay, guys, it's got to be on the Bass U. So if you answered on YouTube, you better hurry your ass over.
Yeah, get signed up. Don't wait anymore.
Sign up.
Oh, we got a winner.
Oh, there it is.
We got a winner on the Bash University message board, Mike P. And that is the Norries Worm and Crank Shot. And it was made popular by none other than the legend himself, Rick Clun. Rick Clun.
Boom.
Congratulations, Mike P. Well done.
Well played. Well played.
Mike P. Where's Mike P from?
I don't know.
All right.
If it's Mike Powers, he's from Maryland.
Could be.
I don't know if it's the Mike Powers or Mike P I'm thinking of.
Could be Austin Powers.
I was just talking to him earlier, man.
Okay.
Yeah.
Awesome.
But yeah, all you
Yeah,
river
we
rats
just got
out
a
there, man,
like
get
chair
yourself one of those.
Yeah, we got
one of those.
Hey, we're gonna max this thing out. Potomac. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
So our buddy John McGraw fished and as a code and drew Rick Clun on both the Potomac and Old Hickory.
That's so crazy.
about that?
That's just nuts, man. That's a fish catching machine. See the size hooks on that thing, man? It's like size freaking 3. They got little gaff hooks on that thing, man.
Big feet.
It truly does, man. Truly does. It's a fish catcher, man. That's a whole nother category of crankbait, man, that's completely ignored, in my opinion, is finesse crankbaits.
John says he threw it on both places.
Yeah. Now, if Rick Clum threw it, he's saying something. He's looking for a bite. And big fish eat small crankbaits. That's a fact. Yeah. Especially pre-spawn. Think about a shad wrap, number 5, number 6.
Yeah, I caught a couple of 5s with Travis in Durham on the Chesapeake on a 1-0. Yep.
There it is, bud.
From the back of the boat, putting up with his crap.
I know you know. I know you know, man. It's so crazy, right? Catch him.
Yeah. Did you ask him why he casts the spinning rod with 2 hands? I
have. That's just how he grew up doing it, and that's what it is.
I've seen somebody else do that too. I can't remember who it was. Somebody else did that.
The last guy I saw do it was a guy from Massachusetts on a pier, and he reeled upside down as well.
Trav. Oh, that mass hole. I remember that. Yeah. Trav goes like this. He grabs it. He's like, throws it or something. I don't know.
Yeah, it's like, I don't know how he even does it.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
All right.
Oh my!
What else we got?
Got a Facebook like and share.
Oh, we do.
Yeah, we do.
Nice.
You ready to announce it?
And one more.
We did both Gil's cards.
Oh, did we?
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah. Go ahead and hit that.
Yeah. So we got a Facebook like and share going out tonight, guys. That's a Flambeau box. It's got some Z-Man products in there, some Rapala, Missile, a couple Spro Frogs. And that's going to go out to Todd Brackett. Congratulations, Todd Brackett from Farmington, Missouri. You won yourself the Bash University like and share.
All right.
So,
guys, if you like the BTC and Riz takeover, and send an email into the Bass University. Tell them never ever to screw me out of ICAST ever again, and and let them know your thoughts on the takeover here.
Yeah, the takeover also includes a free membership for 4 years tonight, just only tonight.
But please, definitely send them emails. Flood them with emails about this.
That's right.
Travesty.
I'm sending mine is. Hey, when somebody said, Pete said you're fired, and somebody retorted back, more like Pete's fired.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was, just things didn't work out with scheduling. Pete's and Oneida and our camera guys moving and this, that, and the third.
Man, I wish Taku Ito was still on, man, because speaking of garage craft, I want to show one Japanese bait that was made by the company called Garage Craft.
Go ahead, dude. It's all you,
dude.
It's your show.
It's a micro football chatterbait.
Oh,
which caught the big fish of the trip last fall when Travis, me, and Will were together, and it was a last-minute catch. I was trying to really figure out, okay, I lost a giant on Ontario with Travis, like couldn't handle the fish. Saw it, never landed it. So that was like at the moment I was pretty much hypothermic because I soaked to the core. So we're up with Will, St. Lawrence River, and I'm hopping it, I'm pulsing it, and he goes, man, stop it. He goes, just drag it. So literally within like 3 minutes of dragging it, dude, I catch one like over 6.
Oh.
I put like here's the full axe. This is another color. You see the little trailer I've got on it?
Yeah.
Dude, that thing just is like a bite-sized snack. It's got a really small hook. I wish the hook was a little bit beefier.
Yeah.
But football head micro chatterbait.
Who made that
too, huh?
By Garage Craft.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's a tungsten head, isn't it?
It is not.
It's not.
It is not a tungsten head. No, it's lead.
Huh.
It's lead, but I'd like to see a tungsten version, man. Yeah, there's some pretty cool tungsten versions of smaller micro chatterbaits.
So how heavy is it?
Well, it's in grams. So if anybody can do the conversion, I always have to look. Like when I'm buying Japanese tackle,
7's a quarter,
right?
And 13's close to a half. And
yeah. So this is 9 grams to make it even.
It's 5/16.
5/16.
Get at
there
me.
you go.
That's
right. So nice, man. That's carpenter stuff right there, bro. That's why they call you BTC, man.
It's close enough.
Brian Carpenter.
Boom.
Yeah.
Sweet.
So anyway,
9 grams.
there's a garage craft bait, man.
Yeah. It's either quarter.
I would
or
love
a
to
little
have asked
heavier.
him what his favorite Nori's baits are. You know what I mean? Because I'm a Norio Tanabe, voice of the water. I love Nori's, man.
Yeah. Yeah. They make
He
some good
makes them.
stuff. Yep.
He does. You know he does.
Oh yeah.
We know
All
a
right, so-
chatterbait that we like. Yep.
Oh yeah. So when you can't get his baits here, is it really copying when an American company makes it? When you
I
can't
would think
get
so.
certain baits in this country from over there.
It's interesting, right? Because international patents, if you don't have one and they're expensive, you're not protected. So they can make them in Japan exactly like they're made here, and it's not a copy, and perhaps vice versa. So patents, there are many levels, I suppose, right? You know, you got to have patents in
There
every
aren't many
country,
official.
international.
Right.
And that's hard, man. That's really hard to get a patent, I guess, internationally. I don't know.
Yeah. How many are in fishing? One chatterbait?
There you go, right?
Ain't many.
Yeah, but I mean, what's interesting is, you know, there's some JDM chatterbaits that are still being sold. I don't know that they're still being made, but the blade connects to the head, and they're not Z-Man and they're not evergreen.
Huh.
Yeah, they're not connected by a swivel at all. So I don't know if they rung them up or they couldn't ring them up,
They just can't sell
or they
them
did
here.
ring them up, and now it's just a bunch of different old stuff circulating.
They just can't sell them here.
Yeah, right, exactly. They sell them in Japan. People buy them and bring them over.
Or you got to know a guy.
I think I know a guy that knows a guy.
You might know some people, but yeah. All right.
Yeah.
Anything
Right
else? Anything on the message board? Epic E? You want to rock out to a song? You want to sing?
Do it,
Take
man.
us- take
Do
us
it,
home?
man.
You got
Thanks for having me on, guys. I really appreciate it, man.
Heck yeah.
I'm just going to check. Are you checking YouTube, E?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Let me look. What do you want?
I like the people over there, man. They always have good stuff.
Yeah, it's good, man.
Yeah. Yeah.
So somebody asked about the aftermarket chatterbait blades. I think they're called Queen's Tackle. I have a few. Haven't really fished them hard in tournaments yet. The connector looks a little bit light to me. That's for you, Anthony, guys.
Yeah. All right. So what else? So next Tuesday, Pete's. We're going to do another Bass U next Tuesday.
Yep.
Pete's going to be on Oneida.
Live from the opens.
Yeah, maybe we'll get Brian Schmidt on if we drag him off the
Schmitty!
water early. That would be.
How about that, man?
Yeah, Greg DePalma's
Another
going to be up
W.
there. Ike's going to be up there. He'll stay far
Hmm.
away from
Hey,
us.
have you tried his jig, his swim jig, Schmitty?
No.
The little Schmitty?
Yeah.
No, I haven't. But just the missile jig coming out today made me think about it. And I was actually looking at it on Tackle Warehouse. It's really it's like really inline, super inline, more than any other swim jig I've seen.
Yeah.
Hey,
Yeah,
you
there's-
remember a jig going back 20-something years from Bomber that had a cone head that you fed the line through the head and tied it to the shaft of the hook?
Oh
Or
my
to a
God,
split ring on the shaft of the hook.
I remember that jig. What was it called?
I know it and I can't think of it at the moment. But I mean, that was a way early version of a swim jig.
Truly was, wasn't it?
Yeah, the Bomber. I think it was a Bomber.
And Nichols
right?
had like a bamboo jig that was like super conical, straight inline hook, kind of wild.
Yeah, but had a hole right through the head. You'd
Yeah, I
feed the
remember
line
that.
through that, tie through the bait, pass the skirt, tie a split ring, feed the split ring onto the hook shaft, and you had a weedless. You didn't have no.
Yeah, you got a weedless articulating jig.
Yeah, I think it was a Bomber.
Crazy.
God, I can't think of it. Anyhow, and I don't remember what else I was gonna say. Rich, something. Yeah,
I'm looking
so
up this swim jig.
Bass U next Tuesday, and then Ike Live. Next Ike Live on the schedule right now, because Mike's been away the entire month, is August 1st. It's a Sunday night, and it's going to be a big one, folks. We've got 3 monster guests, probably 2 of them in studio here. Talk about Livesey and Summerall in studio here, carrying on, getting crazy. Maybe Seth Fighter on the Zoom. So
What?
it's going to be a party. We're going to get wild.
Dude, AOY fighter, man. How about you, man?
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Texas Fest, Livesey. Oh my God.
Boy, I got one Travis can go down the rabbit hole with on that. Did you hear? All right, so was it day 3 or 4? Day 3. Day 3 when Chris Grow weighed in?
Yeah.
I think it was 3. And he talked about Pedro, you know, with his magic rocks and burning incense and stuff at home. Travis gonna, yeah, and then he wins AOI. Tell me what that was about.
Oh, that's crazy, man. Oh my gosh, he would go down a rabbit hole on that one, man.
Oh yeah, it's not good, folks.
Big time.
It's not good. Wait till
Good stuff,
I
man.
got that clip. I'm gonna send them. Get them all spun out.
You gotta do that, man. What song you got queued up, man, for the outro?
We're not allowed to do music anymore.
Oh, really?
That ended, yeah, the lawyers got a hold of that 5 years ago.
So I couldn't play a
before
song.
the fishing industry got into podcasts, the lawyers got into it and shut down music.
Dang, man.
Yeah, we used to play a lot of music.
You did, man. It was good, man. The old days in the old
Yeah,
studio,
the
man.
Wild West.
Yep.
Oh, it truly was, man. Those shows rocked.
All right. Hit everything.
Yeah, Taku's ramen noodle flavored shrimp scent.
Ramen noodles are now sold out at every grocery store in the tri-state area.
Yep.
What?
It's true.
With the shrimp ramen noodle scent.
Wait a minute. So is that what he uses?
That's
Yeah.
it. Ramen noodle.
Stop
packets.
it.
He takes the packets and soaks it in. He soaks it in a mixture of olive oil and and krill oil.
Vaseline.
and then,
Come on,
you
man.
got to heat it up. You got to heat it up on the stove for like 35 seconds, and once it gets to a boil,
That's
you take
it.
it off, drop ice in it, and then you got
Leave your
you got
baits in
scent.
for 3 months.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's so crazy, man. Hey, Kuda, my friend Kuda, it was called the Bomber Slick Jig.
It's the slick jig.
The
That's
slick
exactly
jig.
right.
Thank you, Kuda. Thank you, Kuda. Yeah, man. You got some studs on this stream, man.
Is
Tim
that
Maynard,
Kuda?
Kuda, man.
Get his
Kuda, St.
information.
Crest, man.
Kuda, you just won a pack of Eric's stickers.
There it is. The Bomber Slick Jig. Totally
Well,
weedless.
okay,
Line
this-
through
hey,
head
Kuda,
design.
this is what you won, man. I got to show the prize pack. Kuda, I'm sending you the River Rat. Rise and Glide, baby.
Oh,
Nice.
How about it?
Dr. Krankenstein.
Oh, Dr. Krankenstein.
Damn, look at the Bass Lab upside down. What the hell? I can't even do my own shit right.
Hey, where can people get these, man?
They can go on my Insta, man, on my big cartel on Epic Eric's Bass Lab. Yeah,
Okay.
just click the link.
All
Yeah.
right. I got to go in there tonight and buy every one of them. I need them for the
Come on, man. I'll
studio.
send you a pack, bro. I got you, man.
All right. Let's ride out, folks.
Ride it out, man. Ride it out. Hey, thanks for having me on, man. I appreciate
Thanks
it,
for coming
BTC,
on, eh?
Rizzo.
Yeah, dude.
Everybody out
Appreciate
there in Bass U Land, man. You guys rock, man. Wow.
Yeah,
Incredible.
indeed they do.
Play the second commercial.
Oh, thanks, Rich.
Yeah.
Good reminder.
Got to pay the bills.
We do.
So
Good work, bro. All right, guys. Thank you very much. Thanks for hanging out tonight. And congrats to Taku. That was an absolutely amazing, inspiring win. I'm so glad that guy pulled that out. And, man, he's awesome. He's a superstar.
Incredible.
Yeah, very entertaining. And that's what it's about.
Very much so.
All right, man. Go buy stickers. And we'll see you guys next week.
BTC, Riz, much
Man.
love, man.
See you, man.
Tight lines, brothers.
Moment on the water not spent fishing is a moment wasted. That's why Minn Kota and Humminbird have joined forces to bring you the One Boat Network. Products that communicate and integrate to help you take full command of your boat. Born from our commitment to making the most advanced fishing gear even better by making it work together. The One Boat Network will help you find, get to, stay on, and catch more fish. When One Boat Network products talk to each other, they can navigate your boat automatically. They can give you a crystal clear view of what's below with no messy wires. And they can let you lower, raise, and change shallow water anchor modes from anywhere on the boat. But that's just the beginning. We're never done innovating, integrating, and making your boat simpler and easier to control. All so you can make every second on the water count.
Tackle Warehouse is proud to sponsor the FLW Pro Circuit and is the official tackle retailer of FLW, providing proven bass fishing gear as well as the newest and hottest tackle. Our friendly and knowledgeable customer service staff can help you every step of the way. And we offer free ground shipping on orders over $50. Tackle Warehouse. Everything for the bass angler at the lowest prices. Guaranteed.
I have to be constantly on the lookout for new techniques to stay on the top of my game.
Giant.
Some have been more successful than others.
Giant.
The finesse fingernail.
Happens every time.
The chain gang.
Broke it off.
The crow's nest.
Never let go.
And don't even get me started on tackle management, especially trying to stop rust and corrosion. Peanut butter.
Not good.
Motor oil.
Gotta keep the rust off all these baits.
WD-40.
Gotta keep the rust off.
Silica, toothpicks, Q-tips, the list goes on and on. I'm hard on tackle, I fish fast, I need my tackle organized and protected. I can't be worrying about losing baits to rust. And when it comes to tackle management, there's only one solution. Flambeau Tackle Storage Systems with Z-Rust technology. The original anti-rust tackle box. Uncompromised clarity. Renowned durability. The infused anti-rust option that is FDA safe and free of harmful chemicals. The organization options are endless, but there's only one. One box, one anti-corrosion technology, one family-owned, American-made brand, Flambeau Z-Rust Tackle Solutions. Preserve, perform, repeat.